It's being recorded, everyone. Okay. So let's say I'm making this up. I'm making these numbers up, okay? Let's say I plug in 1, I get 3. I plug in 2, I get 6. I plug in 3, I get 9. I plug in 4, I get 12. Okay, we're gonna ask. I'm gonna ask you. This is a yes or no question. Let's see if you get this yet. Okay. Here we go. Let's go with Noel. You ready for my yes or no question?
Yeah.
Okay, so you might not get this right because I haven't taught you it fully, but let's see if you can. You might get the answer right, but you might not know why. Is this a function, Noel?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask you why. Do you know why or no? You're right. It is a function.
No, I don't know why.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. Here's why. Because each input has only one output. That's how we know if it's a function. Okay, so that might not make sense yet, but let's do one that's not a function. Let's plug in 3. Let's say you plug in 3 again, and I get 5. Okay, Noel, is this a function?
No.
Okay, correct. Do you know why? Do you know why, Noel, or no? Okay, if you don't. Okay, let's go with, does anyone know why this is not a function?
It's not a function because it doesn't have a coherent pattern.
Okay, no, sometimes they can have not have a they can have not have a, how do I say this? They don't have to have a pattern. Here's why it's not. That's a good answer, but usually it's an equation.
Because the 3 that equals 9 isn't equal to the 3 that equals 5.
Correct. Think of it this way. I plugged in 3 and I got a 9. I plugged in 3 again, and guess what? I got a 5. The input 3 has 2 outputs. It's not a function. I plug in 3, I get 9, then I plug in 3, I get 5. It's not a function. Okay, so that's where you have to understand that. So look at this. If the x repeats and I have a different number, it is not a function. Okay? So here we go. Let's do another one. Is this a function or is it not a function? X, Y. Now I'm gonna do random pattern on this one. 1, 7, 2, 3, 4, 7, 5, 1. Okay, this is kind of tricky. Yes or no? What do you think? Is this a function? It's just a yes or no question. Okay, Octavio, are you able to see this?
Yeah.
Okay, is this a function? Yes or no?
No, doesn't look like it.
Okay, why?
Because I see that 1 and 4 both have the same output, which is 7.
Okay, I like your reasoning, but I made this tricky. Does one has more than one? One only has, even though they're the same, that's okay. These can repeat. You can have the Y's repeat. You can't have the X's repeat. Okay, do you see, Octavio, you see how these X's, you can have this repeat. I can go 6 and output a 7. This is still a function, okay? But let me change it. Let's say I plug in 5 again, and I get 3. Now is this a function, Octavio? What do you think?
Yes.
Ooh, try again.
No.
No, that is correct. Because look at the X's. Octavio, see my 5?
Yes.
Do I have 2 5s up here?
Yes, those are 2 5s.
I can't have that in the X's. So it's not a function. I input 5, I get out a 1. Then I input 5 again, I get a 3. It is not a function. Okay? Let's try another one. All right, let's go with someone else. Okay, let's go with Olivia Sandoval. You ready? Olivia,
Yeah.
is this a function?
No.
Correct. Why?
Because the input has 2 5s.
Yes, I plug in 5, I get a 1. I plug in 5, I get a 2. Not a function. Okay? Even though these 2's repeat, that's fine, but the 5's. Very good, Olivia. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, here we go. Let's go with Quinlan. You ready? Quinlan, are you there?
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. Okay, Quinlan, is this a function?
No.
Why not?
Because the two
Nope.
threes.
It is a function, but remember, the y's can repeat, but the x's cannot.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
So this is, I tricked you here. I tricked you. But Quinlan, what if I went like this? What if I plugged in 4 again, and instead of 5, I got 3? Is that a function now?
Well, then it wouldn't be.
Huh?
It wouldn't be that in that case, right?
Correct, because the 4's have 2 different outputs. The input 4 has an output of 5, and it has an output of 3. Okay? So
Yep.
hopefully we understand that. I'm going to move on so we can get started on the homework. There's couple more things. Okay? Now, input is going to be my x. Write this down. Or don't write this down. You already have this. Output is y. Okay? Now the x is the independent variable. And the y, write this down, is the dependent variable. X is the independent variable, and y is the dependent variable. Okay? What does that mean? That means if I went like this again, y equals 2 times x, I plug in the number for x, and then I solve it, and I get y, right? So I can say, again, you don't have to write this down. X is 1. You plug in x will be 2, 3. You just plug any number for x, but whatever x is, then I got to multiply it by 2, and then I get my y. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. The x changes the y. So the x is the independent, the y is the dependent. Okay? Now, here is another idea of a function. Oh, I'm running out of paper. I have 2 more. Okay, a couple more. Let's look at functions as graphs. Okay, I have a graph here. Okay. Now, if I have like a line. Okay, now I'm going to ask you, is that a function or is that not a function? Okay? Let's go with Nicholas. I haven't taught you this. What do you think? Is this a function or is it not a function?
Yeah.
It is a function. Very good. Now here's how you know. If I drew a line straight up and down anywhere, Nicholas, how many times does it intersect?
Twice.
This line?
Oh,
How many times
once.
it only intersects once. If it only intersects once, it is a function. So you just draw a line and say, oh, it only intersects once, it's a function. Now watch this. Okay, here we go. I'm going to ask someone else. It's called the vertical line test. It's a vertical line. Vertical, let's write this down. This is the vertical line test. The vertical line test. Okay, that's my vertical line test. Okay, so now let's say my function, this is going to look weird. Watch this. Say it looks like this. Whoa. It's an S. Or say my graph is an S. We don't know if it's a function or not. Okay, here's a guess. You don't know the answer to this, but let's see if you can get it right. Leatali. Leatali.
It, a function?
What's that?
It isn't one.
It is not, or it is?
It isn't.
Correct. It is not a function. Can you tell me why, or because I haven't taught you it? Do you know why or no?
Because it isn't vertical.
Well, no, it can be vertical, but look, if I drew the vertical line, Leatali, you watching? Draw a line straight up and down.
Yeah.
How many times does it intersect here?
Twice or 3 times.
3 times. It's more than once. If it intersects more than once, it is not a function. The vertical line test is not a function. Okay? Not a function. Okay? Now, the last thing we need to do, and we'll get to the homework, the last thing we need to go, okay, is domain. Domain. What is domain? Domain is X, okay? And X goes like this, left and right. And then range is Y. And Y goes up and down. So make sure you write that. Domain is X and range is Y. And we'll get started on the homework now, okay? So we have everything we need to do for the homework. Let's get started on it. Domain is X, range is Y. Okay, so we learned a lot of stuff here. So let's see if we can apply. Have your notes as we do the homework. And we're going to take a picture of all this when you send it. So let's get the homework done. Domain is X, range is Y. Okay, now our homework is 108, 3 through 27 odd. So I'm going to go to number 3. I'm going to get rid of this in, are there any questions? I'm going to get rid of this in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, let's see. Elias Ortega.
Yeah.
How are we doing today? Are we okay? Are you getting burnt out? Are you okay?
I didn't do anything.
No, I know. I'm just asking. How are you doing?
Doing good. Thank you.
Okay, Edith, how are you doing today? I mean, right now, like, is your brain tired or can you keep going?
I can keep going.
Okay, good. You're awesome. Edgar, how about you?
I could keep going.
All right, you're awesome. Happy birthday, man. Okay, here we go. What a way to spend your birthday, huh, Edgar?
Yeah.
I should give you free points for your birthday, huh? All right. Okay, so let's look at the assignment here. Where's my assignment? Okay, number 3. Here we go. Oh, that's not it. Where'd it go? I know I have it. Oh, here it is. I think right here. Okay, number 3. All right. Hopefully we can go through this quick now that I showed you everything. Okay, number 3. Determine whether the relation is a function. Explain. Okay, is this a function? Okay, so I guess we have 50-50 chance, yes or no. Let's go with, do you think let me zoom in here. Whoa. Okay, remember, if the x's repeat, it is not a function. If the x is repeated, it is not a function. Okay, here we go. Devin, is this a function? Wait, I lost it. I lost the Devin, where? Okay. All right, Devin, is number 3 a function?
Yes.
Correct. Now, why?
Because the X doesn't repeat.
Sure. And the best way to say it, each input has only one output. So you just write that. Each input has only one output. So everyone write that. Yes. I guess I'll write on my paper so you guys can see. You write down 3 is yes. It is a function. Why? I have to say hey, because the function is each input has one output. Done. Let's go with number 5. Boom. Okay, I'm moving on. Okay. Is number 5 a function? This one looks a little bit different. This one might be tricky, okay? Let's go with David Guzman. What do you think, David? And then we'll go back to it. Can you see it, David?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, what do you think? Is this a function?
No.
Correct. You got it right. 50-50 chance. Can you tell me why?
Because that in the input there's already a 0, and in the input there's a 0 as well.
No. It has to do with the 2.
Oh, there's 2 2s in each output.
Yeah, the 2 has 2 outputs. This would repeat on a thing. The 2, you get a 3, and then you get a 2. Okay? So this one you can say 5, you'll say no. Why? Because the 2 has 2 outputs. The 2 has 2 outputs. Okay, 7. Already on 7. Okay. Is this a function? Okay, is this a function? All right, let's go with, here we go. Crystal Magallanes. Whoa, I lost it. Hang on, Crystal. Trying to find my page. You there, Crystal?
Yeah.
Okay, is this a function?
No.
Correct. Why?
It has 2 ones in the input.
Yes. That's not the only one. The input 1 has 2 outputs. Also 16 also, right? I didn't see the one, but 6. Do you see the 16 too?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. What do we put? No. You could say 16 has 2 outputs. And then also Chris said 1 has 2 outputs. I'll leave that there. You guys can copy that. 16 has 2 out. Sorry about my handwriting. 16 has 2 outputs. 1 has 2 outputs. Boom. We're like doing like we're already on. What do we have to go up to? 27. Are there any questions? I'm going to get rid of this in 10 seconds. Let me know. Get rid of it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's look at 9. Okay. Okay. Number 9. Is number 9 a function? Okay. 50-50 chance. This is kind of, hey, is yes or no? See if you get it right. Crystal Ayapentakal, what do you think? Whoops, I lost it. Yes or no? Is number 9 a function?
No.
Actually, it is.
Oh.
Okay, I'll explain why. Crystal, look here. Do you remember this? Do you remember what I called this test? Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
What did I call it?
The.
Can you read my handwriting? Vertical line test.
Vertical. Yeah.
And so why is this not a function, Crystal? Do you remember?
Because it's not vertical.
No, because the line, how many times does this line intersect?
Twice.
Actually, 3 times.
Oh.
If it's more than once, it is not a function. This one is a function because it only intersects once. No matter where you draw the line, it intersects once. You see that, Crystal?
Yeah.
Here I draw the line intersects 1, 2, 3 times. I can draw it here. I can draw it here. And it would also intersect 3 times. Look at 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Terrible. Now, what if I drew the same thing happens here? If I drew a vertical line, how many times would it intersect? Even though it's dots, it's not. It only intersects once. That's fine. Here it only intersects what? Once. No matter where I draw it, it's going to only intersect once. So this is yes, it is a function. But guys, everyone look at this one though. We're not doing 10. Is 10 a function? What do you think, Crystal, since you're still, your mic's on? Is this a function number 10?
No. Wait, actually, yeah.
Correct. Why? Ooh, say no again.
Never mind.
It's not.
Because it's like a circle. It's not,
Okay, yes. If I drew, remember I talked what I call the vertical line test? If I drew a line right here, I can't get, right? If you saw it, you see me doing this line right? How many times would it intersect those dots?
twice.
Twice. It can't do that, so it is not a function. Even though it's not a line, it's still dots. If I drew it here, let's see. Thank you, Crystal. Let's see if I want to talk to someone else about this. Make sure you guys get this. Let's go with Antonio. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, that made sense to me.
Okay, so like if I drew a line right here, Antonio, how many times would it intersect?
Twice.
Twice. So it's not a function. If it intersects twice, it is not a function. Here it intersects once. Okay, so number 9, we'll say, we're supposed to do 9, right? So 9, is it a function? We'll say yes. And we'll say the vertical line intersects one time. The vertical line, whoops, sorry. I thought there you go. Number 9 is yes, the vertical line intersects one time. Even though they're dots, functions can be dots too. I just drew them as lines, or I connect them. They can not be connected, I should say. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this in...
What does that say?
Oh, man. Was that Noel?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Yes. Got it? Vertical. V-E-R. Can tell me which words you can't read. Yes, vertical line intersects one time. Yes, vertical line intersects. I-N-T-E-R-S-E-C-T-S one time. Noel, did that clear it up?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. It's my handwriting. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this in 10 seconds unless anyone needs it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, so we have 11. Okay, is this a function? Number 11. I mean, I think hopefully we're starting to get the pattern here. I'm going to call on one of you. Let's see. Is this number 11? Is that a function? Look at that. Can I make it bigger? Oh man, look how big that is. That's big. 11. Is that a function? Let's go with Abigail. Is 11 a function?
I really liked the one. Did you said lots of bread?
I'm gonna say no.
Cookies.
Correct. It is not a function. You are right. Very good, Abigail. Alberto, can you tell me why it is not a function? Alberto, are you there?
Yeah.
Why is this not a function?
I don't know.
Were you listening about the vertical line test?
Yeah.
All right. What did I say about it?
I don't remember.
Are you playing video game? Can I see? Are you playing video games or something, Alberto? What's going on?
No.
Huh? All right. Are you paying attention?
Yeah.
All right. Listen to what the next person says, okay? Because Andy, help Alberto out. Alberto, you're still with us, right?
Yeah.
I just
All
got
right.
back because I got kicked from the meeting.
Oh,
sorry.
Man, this is really, we've spent a lot of time on this and we should know it. Okay, let's see. Angelina Rodriguez. Why is this not a function?
Because it intersects 2 times.
And if I did, yes, very good. If I did a vertical line, I drew a line up and down. I don't know how I could, it would intersect twice. That's why it is not a function. Okay, I'm moving on. 13. Oh, know the domain and range. Okay, now 13, domain is X and range is Y. So let me draw this out. Remember, domain is X and range is Y. So I'll just do this one real quick. We kind of went fast on the domain and range. I'm going to draw this on my paper because it would be better for me to show you on my paper. What is the domain and range, okay? So I have -2, 2, 2, -2. So I have -2, -2. At this point here, I have this point here, I have this point here, this point here. Okay. All right. So I have these points. Okay. Now I'm gonna do this kind of quick. Let me zoom in here. Okay, I have these points here. Now this point right here, I go -2, I go down 2. So it's -2, -2. So there's my X, there's my Y. This point, I go 1, -1, comma, 0. That's that. I go -1, I go up 0, right? This point here is 0, 2. This point here is 1, comma, right? I go over 1, I go up 0. And this point here is over 2, down 2. I go over 2, down 2. Now remember, domain is X. Okay? So remember, X, Y.
It's all subconscious.
X, Y. X, Y, X, Y, X, Y. Okay? So what's my domain? My domain is all my X's. I have -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. What's my domain? -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Make sure you pay attention. This is really hard to understand if you are paying attention. If you don't pay attention, forget it. You're never going to get this. But domain is X. So I look at what all my X's are. Okay? So then what's my range? If domain is X, what is range? Andy, if domain is X, what is range?
Y, right?
Very good. So I look at all my Y's. The Y is the second letter. So what's my Y's? I have -2. I have 0. I have 2. And look, I have 0 again, so don't worry about it. And I have 2 again, so don't worry about it. So it's -2, 0, 2. -2, 0, 2. There's 0 again. There's 2. I don't need to write it twice. But that's my range. So domain is X, range is Y. Okay? All right. Angelina Rodriguez, does that make sense about domain and range?
Yes.
What's domain again?
X.
Great. And what's range?
Y.
All right, very good. Okay. So that's that. What number was that? can't remember what number that was. You guys remember?
13.
That was 13. Thank you. So now let's look at 15. Okay, now 15 wants to know the domain and range. Okay, so 15, I'm going to try to draw this because it'll be better. 15, there's another way to look at this. Now this is a solid looking thing here. Okay, now you guys are going to have to, you might need more help on this. This is a hard concept to understand. Even my Math 3 kids who are like juniors have a hard time with this, right? So that's okay, but try to pay attention. Goes here. And then I'm sorry, I'm going to try to here. And then it goes here. I'm trying to draw the best picture as I can. Because it'll be easier for me to, okay, I think that'll work. So I got, hang on, I'm drawing the picture. You guys don't have to draw the picture. -2, 2, and 4. Okay. So now, let me ask again, though, before I move on to this, okay? What is domain, okay? Austin, what is domain?
X.
Great. And then Daniel and Mejia, what is range?
What was that?
What is range?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Range is Y.
Oh, why?
Very good. Okay. So remember, here's my picture here. What is the domain and what is the range? Okay, guys? So now remember, X goes this way. X goes left and right. So it starts here. Starts here. Right? And it goes all the way to here, and it ends here. Okay, so my domain, see, it starts here and it ends here. My graph goes from here to here. That's my domain. From there to there. From this number to that number. Okay, can you tell what the number, even though I don't have it labeled? I'm going to ask you, what is my domain? It goes from where to where? It goes from here. What number is this? And what number is this? Okay, get ready. Here we go. I'm going to call on one of you. Here we go. Let's see. Ready? Edith. You with me?
Yes.
Okay. What's my domain? Where does it start? What number is this?
-4
Okay, -4 to what?
to 2.
Very good. So here's how you write the domain. So the domain goes from -4 to 2. So I'm going to go here, just write it like this. -4. And it goes all the way to 2. And then just put big space in between. And you're going to put an X in the middle because domain is X. And you want to put these signs here. That's how you write domain. Okay? Now remember, the monster wants to eat the bigger number. So 2 is bigger than 4. So the monsters want to eat the 2. So that's how you do it. Smallest number, largest number, X in the middle. Now the range is my Y, right? So you find the lowest point right here. And then you want to go to the highest point. So it starts, this might, see the range is the Y, it goes up and down. So let me get right here. Goes up and down. Well, the lowest point is right here, and the highest point is up here. So let me extend. So what's my range? It goes from here to here. What's this number? Up to this number, the Y. Remember, the range is Y. So Y is up and down. Okay. So let's go with Italia. What is my range from where to where? What's this, Italia? Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, what number is this? Can you tell?
No.
What number is this?
I don't know either.
What number is this?
4.
Okay, so see how I count? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So what point would this be right here?
5.
Start here. So this is 0. Here, let me put another one in here for you to make. This is 1. Right, as I'm start here, 0, 1. This will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does this make Natalia? Are you with me or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is 1. So what's this one going to be?
2.
Okay, all the way up to this point. What's this one?
6.
Okay, so I go from 2's my. So everyone write the range like this. 2's my smallest number. It goes all the way to the 6. Range is y, so you put a y in between. And then you want the monster eating that way. Boom. So that's that. Domain and range. Domain and range. Okay, so that's that. How are we doing on time? We're going to end here pretty soon. Let's see how we're doing on the homework. We're learning a lot today. Okay. That's 17. Okay, 15. We'll do one more. No, 17. Modeling. Okay, the function y equals 25x plus 500 represents the monthly rent, y in dollars, you say you pay. Okay, A, identify the dependent variables. The independent and dependent variables. So all you have to do is 17. 17 is independent and dependent. We have dependent variable. Dependent is my x. Remember we talked about that? And independent equals y. Dependent equals x, independent equals y. That's it. And then the domain is 0, 2, 3. What is the range? So this means all you have to do, I'll just do one of these, 25x plus 500. The domain here, I'll show you what I'm doing here in just a second, is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What is the range? Remember, what is domain? What is domain again? Naomi, what's domain?
X.
Whoa, Naomi, that's strong. Good, thank you. I didn't think you'd get. I didn't think anyone would get that. Very good, Naomi. That's very good. Good work. So the domain is x. So what's the range? That means you got to plug in this, like plug in 0, 1, 2, and then solve for y. So if domain is 0. So if my domain is 0, what's my range going to be? So that means we plug in 0 for x. So you go like this. Can you see the whole thing? So I go, so if my domain is 0, I go y equals 25 times 0. You just plug in 0 in here, and you solve for y. 25 times 0 is 0. Plus 500. So y equals 500. So my first domain, my first range is 500. And then you plug in 1 for the next one. So y, so my next domain is 1. So you got to plug in 1. 25. Friday. Plus 500. Okay. So 25 times 1, so you plug in 25 times 1 is 25. So you say y equals 25 plus 500, right? 25 times 25, and then you add them. Y equals 25 plus 5 is 525. So my next range would be 525. And then you plug in 3, and so forth. Okay. I feel like I've taught you guys enough. I think you guys can do the rest on your own. They're all the same. 19. Figure out what the relation is. Not a function. One output is paired with 2 inputs. This actually is a function. So that's 19. Just say it is a function. And then you guys, I'll let you guys do the rest on your own. If you want me to help you with more, I'm going to let you guys go if you want. You guys did awesome. Hopefully you're here the whole time. I check your times, but I feel like I've been keeping you here a long time. If you have more questions, you can stay after class. I don't want to hold you too long. You guys, are there any questions? Okay, make sure you say bye in the chat. You guys can go. Take care. All right. See you. Bye, Elise. Bye, Naomi. Bye, Rosa. Bye, Leitali. Bye, Andy. Bye, Nicholas. Bye, Antonio.
Bye.
Bye, Edith. Bye, David. Bye, Quinlan. Bye, Angelina. Bye, Edgar. Bye, Rosie. Bye, Crystal. Bye, Crystal. Both Crystals. All right. Okay, who has questions?
When is this due again?
Friday. All the assignments are due on Friday, Austin.
All right.
Good question. They're all due on Friday. All right. Who else has a question?
What page number is the homework?
Page 108.
All right,
Devin,
thank you.
it's in the it's in, you know where to look, Devin?
Yeah, I know where to look. I just didn't know what page.
Okay, but it's on it's section 3.1, page 108. Okay, and yet who else has a question?
While I was absent, what was the homework or assignments that I was supposed to do?
All I did for on Friday was I just made sure everyone had, I just told them what homeworks to turn in.
Oh, okay. All right then.
I didn't really teach anything new. I can show you what those are. They're in the weekly agenda.
That would be nice if you could do that, please.
Okay. Okay, hang on a second. Let me answer my phone real quick. Hey, Paco. Hey, I don't know if you remember, you repiped my house. Oh, okay, cool. I'm glad. Yeah, you want to come over? I'm teaching. Like, how many minutes are you out? Like 10, but I'm gonna hold up a bit. No, it's okay. I will be here. I'm just teaching a class but can you give me a call like right when you're at the door, and I'll come get you, and I'll just kind of show you where to go at. Either one works. Whatever works, man. Okay, thanks so much. Okay, all right, bye. Okay, sorry. David, sorry, I'm a plumber coming right now, so. David, okay, so let me show you. It's on the, David, you want to know the, you go to the, okay, let me show you what to do. You go to the weekly agenda. And then I think if you hit the back arrow, it'll show you last week's assignment, I think. There you go. See how I hit the back arrow?
Oh, okay.
And then it's just this one. Actually, you know what? We didn't do any homework. I just checked to see if people were doing good on their grades. So there was nothing to turn in.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you're good.
Oh, all right then. All right. Bye, Sensei.
All right, man. Octavio.
Yes.
Do you have a question?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, cool. You're just hanging out?
No.
I thought you were gonna. I thought I heard that you were gonna teach us some more.
Oh yeah, if you had questions.
Oh,
but hang on a second. Let me see if Abigail has a quick question. Abigail, what's up? You're muted. I can't hear you.
Okay, sorry. I look really bad right now, but it's okay. So I'm having to help my brother with